So let's move on to Ace Family because there's some really good updates here. We made a whole 4-hour video speculating and wondering about what was this loan they got, you know?
Yeah.
That became Shredder's like just straight up sleeping.
So cute.
Fuck. So cute. Hey, Shreddy. So cute.
How is it real? Dogs.
I know, dogs are just so too good. So, what did we find here? The Deaf Noodles obviously found some really good shit. The contractor. Did we find the original here? So I should watch this video, right, AB?
Yeah, it's 11 minutes long though, so.
Well, I don't care. We got time.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so this person found some really good stuff.
The contractor who was on site, who created the relationship with Austin, who got Austin to basically be interested in the house, right? The guy who was there every day, he was not a licensed contractor and he was using someone else's contracting license and we were unaware of it for 2 years, okay? So he lied to us and said that he's the contractor, but in reality, the real contractors was this contracting company called T&L Constructions. So they're the real contractors to this house and the only licensed contractors to this house.
So our builder just told us something, and we're gonna have him re-say it for the video.
Is this video all just receipts and video clips? Yeah. Yo, shout out.
This is so funny. So go ahead.
So anyway,
the contractor they are referring to in.
Oh my God, they even got the robot voice. You know the contractor probably made this.
It's savage.
Their video is someone by the name of Avi Quitclaim. Avi is the builder Austin originally approached to combine the two properties into a mega mansion.
Hey Avi, is there any way that we could possibly...
So who is Avi, and why is he important to this puzzle? This is awesome.
As seen in this official statement of information filed with the Secretary of State of California, Avi Quitclaim is one of the owners of M Development LLC, along with his brother Tammy Quitclaim. Both individuals are named as beneficial owners of the company. Furthermore, note that the type of business is labeled as construction, development, and remodeling. M Development is important because they had been the previous owners of the Ace family property from 2016 until Austin and Catherine moved in, as seen in this permit application.
Who the fuck made this? This is amazing. Got all the documents and everything.
Yeah.
And from 2017, M Development is listed as the
Okay, so this is the concrete boss, as we lovingly describe it.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
owner of the property. During the development and construction of the Ace family compound, the property only ever had something called an owner-builder permit. An owner-builder is what the term indicates. The person owns the property and acts as the general contractor on the job, and either does the work or has employees or licensed subcontractors work on the project. In this case, the owner-builder is Avi, and he was never legally required to have a contractor's license. And the Ace family always knew this. Catherine was
Interesting.
Right, so her whole thing about he never had a license.
He didn't even need to have one.
Not relevant. Not a relevant
because he's the owner.
And they would have known
Owner-builder
from the beginning.
Wow.
Whoa, right out the gate. This is good shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Fleur. 600 subscribers.
Yeah, I don't know what this channel...
Wait, what other videos do they have on the
but,
channel? What other shit these guys making?
Again.
Oh my God, it's like all Ace family shit. Austin McBroom caught scamming. Ace family caught lying. What? Who was making this channel, man? Holy shit! They hate the Ace family.
correct in saying that TNL was technically the only licensed...
I was saying, it's probably Avi. He's like, fuck these people.
Interesting.
I got all the receipts.
...contractors, but under the owner-builder permit for the property, it was completely legal for TNL to work as subcontractors under their unlicensed general contractor Avi. This would have been all over the paperwork they signed.
Okay, so...
Catherine and Austin took out an official statement of information because the development is what the term... In this case, the only... This would have been all over the paperwork they signed.
Yeah, that's super interesting. So, They say he was lied to us. He's not a real contractor. That's irrelevant. What's sketchy about this is that in April 2019, Catherine and Austin became officers of M Development LLC with an ownership interest. That is odd. So M Development LLC is the company Avi owns that he's building the house from.
Right.
And then they became officers.
On April 11th, 2019, M Development LLC's statement of information was legally changed to include Ace Hat Collection Incorporated, Austin, and Catherine as officers of the company. The business address of the company was even changed to Austin and Catherine's home address. Also, note that the type of business for M Development LLC changed from construction, development and remodeling, to entertainment. Catherine's signature is at the bottom of this paperwork.
Whoa. This is so weird.
It gets better.
How can an entertainment company build a house?
In the context of it being a set, essentially, which...
Well, they started the project as construction.
Right.
And then they changed it to entertainment. That is odd. That is some fuckery for sure.
While partial owners of M Development LLC, Austin and Catherine obtained an ownership interest as borrowers, along with Tammy Coughlin. While borrowers of M Development, Catherine and Austin took out an over $3.5 million loan from 5 Arch Funding.
So why would Catherine and Austin become partial owners of M Development LLC? That's the big question, isn't it?
In my opinion, they became members of M Development LLC because under an owner-builder permit, the property is ineligible for resale unless the owner-builder has lived at the property for at least 12 months. One loophole to this situation is a quitclaim deed. A quitclaim deed is an instrument used to transfer real property, such as real estate. The exception is that they can be used when a property transfers ownership without technically being sold. That is when no money is involved.
That's their house? It's fucking huge. What the hell? How big is that house?
2 houses together.
I know, but like, shit. I didn't realize it was so big.
They can be used when a property transfers ownership without technically
Look
being
how big
sold.
that house is.
That is
Jesus. It's like a mega mansion.
Yep.
when no money is involved. Therefore, no resale occurred and the McBrooms can officially become owners. They likely exchanged money for the property outside of the quitclaim deed. Since quitclaim deed transfers are considered gifts, they are typically used between family members or business partners transferring property interest. While still partial owners of M Development, Austin and Catherine entered into a quitclaim deed with the Coughlin family. They transferred the deed solely to Ace Hat Collection and subsequently Austin and Catherine removed themselves as owners. I believe the McBroom family became temporary owners to make the quitclaim transfer more legitimate, and possibly for tax reasons too. It also makes me believe they were always aware that their general contractor never had a license, since they were aware of the owner-builder permit, and they went through all that trouble to disguise the sale of the property.
We never got...
They were in deep with this guy. That is so weird. So, just to recap, as I'm understanding what this person is trying to say, you do this house, you build it for yourself, you have to live in it for a year before you can sell it because of the type of loan. So technically, Avi's the one that owned it and his company. So to get around the law of Avi having to live in it for a year, they pretended to join his company.
Mm-hmm. And
Did
then
it-
use this quitclaim thing.
Paid him outside, like under the table or whatever.
Probably.
What the fuck, bro? This is so shady. It sounds illegal, like mortgage fraud. Like, mortgage fraud, I feel like they could actually go to jail for that if it really pans out. Like, what's the crime for mortgage fraud? Is it jail or just massive fines?
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
It could be up to 3 years in prison.
3 years?
And fine $10,000.
Yo, these guys are such pieces of shit. And then to come out here and like shit on this guy. Okay, let's continue on. This is real interesting.
Got a certificate of occupancy. We are not legally able to be occupants in our home that we've been paying for, that we purchased for almost 3 years. We have never had a certificate of occupancy.
While it is true that they never had a certificate of occupancy, that isn't the only reason why they were never legally allowed to live at the property. In July 2019, Austin and Catherine took out an almost $9 million mortgage loan with 5 Arch Funding as the lender. In the loan's agreement, the conditions were that the loan was for business purposes, and under no circumstance shall the borrower occupy, establish, or use the property, or any part thereof, as borrower's residence or residence of any principal.
Wow.
That's
crazy.
smoking gun right there, it would seem.
Whoa!
That would explain why they got a loan to begin with in a place that's not livable, right? Because we were wondering, like, how did they even get a loan then?
What the fuck? I gotta hear that again. That's like actual. Not only are they scum, they're also dumb because they put this all online and they're challenging people to uncover their fraud, which is out in daylight.
Yeah, and their fans obviously don't care. So, like, I just don't understand the motivation to make that video. Like, this is going to backfire on them so hard.
Austin and Catherine took out an almost $9 million mortgage loan with 5 Arch.
So what kind of loan was this? It was like they're apparently, I'm reading some of the writing here.
Not sure that it says
It
here.
just says, yeah.
Arch Funding as the lender. In the loan's agreement, the conditions were that the loan was for business purposes, and under no circumstance shall the borrower occupy, establish, or use the property, or any part thereof, as borrower's residence or residence of any
So
principal.
they got a flip loan. They got a loan to build a house and sell it, not to live in it.
How did this person get the loan document?
I think it's public.
I think it's
right?
public. I
Yeah.
think they just did the legwork, digging this all up.
I think it's public. So it's like they give you this massive loan on a short term because you're supposed to build the house, sell the house. Oh, Shredder needs to go outside. Hang on, Shreddy. Don't jump to your death. Thank you.
Thank you.
Shred.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he needs to go out. So they give you this massive loan with the short term because you're supposed to build the house and then sell the house and pay back the money. You're not. It's not a 30-year loan. It's like it was like a 16-month loan. Yo, why you fucking lying?
But you don't think there's a chance this guy got it wrong, right?
I mean, I guess there's a chance.
Just some random anonymous account.
But they said, well, the Ace family said it was a 60-month loan, and they're like,
right.
I mean, it fits.
Yeah, it does fit.
It fits.
Idiot.
The agreement went on to say the property is owned by the borrower exclusively for commercial purpose, either for repair or resale. This means that they obtained the mortgage under false pretenses, making the lenders believe that they were not living there and only using the property to work and film, or to flip and resell at a later date. Austin McBroom signed the agreement, and by making this their permanent residence, Catherine and Austin committed mortgage fraud. They were never legally allowed to occupy the residence because of this.
I don't know. They told people that whoever was like writing the permit to build, they told them that they weren't actually going to live there. They were just going to film there. And they
the city that.
Yeah, and they moved in anyways, permanently, right? So anyways,
So we've never had gas. So just so you guys know, our winters are getting really cold in LA. We live in a glass house. We were freezing in our house. We were so freaking cold. There was no heat, no nothing. Because in our house, we didn't have hot water, and I was giving my babies full baths because I didn't have a choice.
If you were so concerned for your poor babies and bathing them in cold water while having them live in dangerous conditions, then why didn't you sell the place when you were offered double the price? Watch the next clip.
When you were offered double the price?
Guess what? Someone just offered to buy our house for double the price we bought it for.
You're lying.
I'm dead ass. I wouldn't lie about that.
No.
You know I wouldn't lie about that.
Okay, so what?
For double the price we bought it for.
Hell
no.
No? Hell no. No,
I would have to agree. I agree, because I don't think we should ever sell it. Unless.
This is actually so good
That's
because
interesting.
this person dug up all the goods. Yeah, because in the video we watched of their explanation, they're like, I knew in my heart that just we needed to get out of there. That's why I never bought furniture for the house.
Right.
Yeah.
And then someone comes and offers them double and they say no. I mean, sorry?
Blood boiling. Unless it was just something like absolutely ridiculous.
I was giving my babies
We were literally like scammed, and it's so crazy because people use that word so lightly when it comes to us, like the Ace family. Oh, scam,
it sounds like the person who was scammed was the bank by you guys.
In reality, you guys got scammed.
That's crazy, man.
And it's like, no, we've never scammed anyone. We've been scammed multiple times, over and over and over and over. And
in reality, like, you guys got
That's
scammed.
not even that.
Austin went in the jet ski, and like the neighbors were complaining and this and that, and we didn't really speak on it because, like, well, now I can finally speak on it, so I'm gonna speak on it right now. There should be nothing wrong ever, ever, ever with an owner of a home doing anything he wants with his pool. You got a pool, you freaking happy as hell. If you want to put a freaking jet ski in it, you put a jet ski in it.
Yeah,
right?
I heard her say. I was like, "What are you, a libertarian now? About your pool? You don't care about dogs all of a sudden?"
I don't know about jet ski in the pool. I feel like I'm okay with having a law about that.
Yeah. We had lots of jokes about that when we watched it.
Except you signed an agreement with your lender stating that you would preserve the property and not do anything to damage or impair it.
Well, there you go. Receipts. Receipts. Borrower shall not destroy, damage, or impair the property. Allow the property to deteriorate or commit waste on the property. Borrower shall maintain the property as good and safe condition and repair in order to prevent the property from deteriorating or decreasing in value. Causing landslides? You think that's a... This video is awesome, dude. There's it is. This person must be a fan, right? Because they got... Dude, what are you doing? They were talking about how they thought the pool was so unsafe in the video and they were scared to go in it. I was like, you're trying to... But if you think that pool's unsafe and you're going around like that...
But this is the issue. There was no retaining wall built around the bottom hill of our house because the builder didn't build one. He didn't get a certificate of occupancy. So our builder actually took it upon himself and built a whole entire retaining wall down below. Every day you're with me when I think I can stand.
Yeah, in the video she was saying how the builder fucked them and the reason why their pool leaks is because he didn't build a retaining wall. It's just crazy how they lie.
Builder didn't build one. He didn't get a certificate of occupancy. So our builder actually took it upon himself and built a whole entire retaining wall down below. Every day you're with me when I think I can stand, on our property. So he built that wall, came back and used the jet ski. The third time, we got a complaint, and even though there was a retaining wall there, someone wanted to complain and say something anyways, which I understand. Like, it's still the matter of the fact, but it's still my property that the water is going to.
Sorry, but take responsibility. Oh, no!
Back again.
Oh, it's right here. I'm sorry, but take responsibility for one thing. This builder seems guilty of a lot, but to blame him for you disturbing your neighbors with noise and a monsoon of chlorinated water is absurd. True? That's what it was.
Also had cracks in it.
Maybe it had.
My mortgage, like I do every month, on time. Like, if you know me, you know that I pay my fucking bills. Like, for people to say,
How can we trust you?
for people to say that we don't.
You're kidding, but you.
Well, she
got
said it
foreclosed.
herself, though. In the video, in this exact video, she said that eventually they couldn't get a loan, and she just was like praying for the best, basically.
Praying for someone in City Hall to save Ace family.
Paying our bills and that we're going.
You also own 2 office suites at a commercial building and you are delinquent on property taxes for both. That means you don't pay your bills, my love.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. This person is out of control.
How does this person know all this stuff?
They probably just looked up their business, Ace Hat Family or whatever the fuck. Delinquents. Well, Keemstar also had a lien on his house, we learned. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was like it turned into a story, right?
Yeah.
Should we talk about that?
I'd have to brush up on the details.
Yeah,
It was like a
Keemstar
$250,000 tax
pay
lien for
on his
unpaid
house
taxes.
for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, you live in Buffalo. Come on, bro. Your house costs like $10. Sorry, that was mean. Classes or something.
In 18 months, I pay, like, it goes and then it comes back. And I'm like, what the hell? Why does money just come back into my account, right? Because I do all the accounting and look at everything. I'm like, what's going on with the lenders? Like, my money just came back. He goes, oh, like, they're saying that they don't want to do it anymore. Like, they don't want to, like, keep.
Gee, I wonder why.
Yeah, they don't want to be the lenders anymore. Like, basically, like,
You guys are out of your fucking mind to come out here and pretend to be the victim.
Again, just such an unforced error too. Like, why make this video? Their fans support them unconditionally. Like,
I think it's the ego. They can't take the fact that this is now what they're known for, that they got foreclosure on their house.
Right.
Well, when I was watching that, the one thing that they were so wanted people to think they were rich. They didn't want anyone to think that they were poor. But the thing is, like, yeah, I mean, they bought a lot of sympathy with their fans. Oh, see, they even vlogged it. Last day of the Ace Family House, bye forever. That's so crazy because a month ago they were like, fucking haters.
Hey, Ace Family. Yeah, he said something along the lines that we only got 2 lawsuits and it's this and this. It's not us. We're fine. Just people hating.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
A lot of people in the chat pointing out that you just enjoyed a buffalo chicken calzone. So this buffalo slander will not stand.
Okay, all right. I guess I have to love everything with buffalo in it now.
I mean, that calzone kind of slapped.
It was good.
Can I say?
So I love buffalo.
Box me, bitch.
So I'm like, whatever, you know what? I'm just gonna freaking keep living my life, keep doing what I do, just freaking be positive, just stay positive, Catherine, stay positive. And then one day, I'm on like Instagram or something, someone goes, why is your house under foreclosure?
This is what she's saying. She was told they can't get a loan, and then she's like, I'm just gonna stay positive. You don't stay positive during a loan.
Yeah, you owe the money. It doesn't matter. You have to pay the
I
mortgage.
heard her say that. I was like, what the fuck?
Let me go back.
Like, oh, freaking go find somebody else. So then I'm like, whatever, you know what? I'm just gonna freaking keep the lenders. Like, my money just came back. He goes, oh, like, they're saying that they don't want to do it anymore. Like, they don't want to, like, keep.
They don't want to be lenders anymore.
Yeah, they don't want to be the lenders anymore. Like, basically, like, oh, freaking go find somebody else. So then I'm like, whatever, you know what? I'm just gonna freaking keep living my life, keep doing what I do, just freaking be positive.
Yeah, and not paying my bill.
God.
AK get foreclosed
If you're
on.
not paying the bill, that doesn't mean it just disappeared.
That's very true. I'm just gonna keep living my life, keep
Stay
staying
positive. Ace family.
You gotta pay them though. You know that, right? She's like, and then magically we got foreclosed on.
I'm trying to get some attention.
Just stay positive, Catherine, stay positive. And then one day, I'm on like Instagram or something, someone goes, why is your house under foreclosure? And I'm like, what the hell?
I was staying positive for 3 months.
What the hell?
And one day somebody said I'm being foreclosed on.
Foreclosure?
You hadn't, okay, so this gets into it. You hadn't made a mortgage payment in 6 months.
Wow.
And received a notice of default, but you were shocked when into foreclosure. Holy fuck. Oh, Lil Big Lebowski.
Once the original lender said, screw you guys, we're out of here.
So I handled a slew of foreclosures. So I know how the process works. And Catherine McBroom sat there and expects us to believe that, well, she said, I sent the payment and I looked in my account and the money came back. And I didn't know what happened. Alan, what's going on? He's like, oh, the bank doesn't want to deal with you anymore, so they're not going to take your money. Well, first of all, that's bullshit. They can't refuse to take your money. There would have to be some other condition present for them not to take it. Either you've already defaulted and they've decided, we're not going to take your money now because it's too late. We're going to proceed with the foreclosure. Or your loan came due and you didn't pay what you were supposed to pay at the end of the loan, and so they're not going to take your money. But they don't just decide randomly. You have an agreement with them. You know, when you take a mortgage out on a property, there's this huge stack of paperwork that you do. They can't just randomly say, oh, we've decided we don't want to do business with you anymore.
Your original lender said we're out of here because they found out that you committed mortgage fraud and were violating the terms of your legal agreement. Whether you defaulted or committed fraud, they had every legal right to terminate the agreement and start the foreclosure process.
The lenders who lent us the loan for our mortgage, they said, screw you, we don't care about your $70K a month, right? We're gonna buy this bitch for $10 million.
Yes, that's what happens when you're in foreclosure. When you default and violate your agreement, the property goes back to the lender so they can get their money back.
Oh, you are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
We just got an appraisal just a couple months ago. When all this shit was going on, our house is worth $16.5 million, right? That's what the appraisal appraised it for.
Then why didn't you sell it for the appraisal value, pay back the $9 million loan, and still have $6 million left in profit?
Are you guys suing these people? Like, what's going on?
Builder, who is like the main piece of this whole situation, we were doing our research and come to find out, he was basically going bankrupt and he didn't have shit to his name. So a lot of times you can't sue anybody if they don't have anything, because it'll just be pointless. And we were asked out and we weren't able to, you know, obviously sue him because he doesn't have anything and it would just be a waste of time and energy and money.
The truth is,
a lot of people talk about how the energy between them is so weird. How he keeps looking at her like, don't say the wrong thing, or he keeps trying to stop her before she says something.
Yeah.
It's so awkward.
Yep.
well, they're both drunk in the video for sure.
I don't think she is, but
Especially him. The truth is that they cannot sue the builder because the property was constructed under an owner-builder permit. Legally, the responsibility falls towards them because California law only protects customers from construction work that isn't taken out in their name. Well, there you fucking go. Bingo, bingo.
We only have two lawsuits against us, right?
not sure.
I think it's more than that, babe. Well, I have 3, so who am I to laugh?
True. But at least you know the amount.
Oh, I can tell you very definitively it's 3. How many lawsuits against us? 4, 3. Like and subscribe. Wow, what a video.
Wow.
What a fucking journey.
Give the channel a shout out again.
Yeah, that was fuck.
Fleur?
Well, it's
what was the channel? Fleur?
Fleur, Fleur, and all they do is make Ace Family videos. Let's see. It's a brand new channel. 2 weeks ago. Ace Family lying for 11 minutes straight. Austin McBroom cheating on Catherine compilation. Catherine McBroom 1212 gateway. Ace Family caught selling furniture. Yeah.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I wasn't supposed to. Yeah, I'm not shouting them out in case they're like a pedo or something.
Oh, yeah, right.
I'm just saying, here's their channel. I'm not allowed to do shout outs anymore.